If I gave you $1,000 today, there's a good chance you'd lose most of it within a year. Not because you're bad with money, but because nobody ever taught you what to do next. Most beginners make the same mistake. They spend weeks searching for the perfect stock, following influencers online, and chasing the next big opportunity. But wealthy people focus on something completely different. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how I would invest my first $1,000 if I had to start over from zero. Imagine two people. Both start with the same $1,000. The first person puts everything into a trending stock they saw on social media. The second person spends time learning the basics, builds a simple system, and invests consistently. A year later, the first person has either made a little money or lost a lot. The second person has something far more valuable, a repeatable process. Because wealth isn't built by getting lucky once. It's built by making smart decisions over and over again. Your first $1,000 isn't about becoming rich overnight. It's about becoming the kind of person who builds wealth for life. Don't invest until you're ready. Before investing a single dollar, ask yourself these three questions. Do I have an emergency fund? Do I have high-interest debt? Can I leave this money untouched for at least 5 years? If the answer is no to any of these questions, investing shouldn't be your first priority. Because the stock market goes up over time. But in the short term, it can be unpredictable. Your first goal isn't maximizing returns. It's building financial stability. If the roots aren't strong, the tree won't survive the storm. Think of investing as planting a tree. Avoid the biggest beginner mistake. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to get rich quickly. They buy random stocks. They react emotionally to every headline. They follow online hype. Successful investors do the opposite. They keep things simple. Instead of trying to beat the market, they own the market. That's why low-cost index funds have become one of the most popular investment tools in. With one investment, you can own small pieces of hundreds of companies. The world. You don't need to predict the next winner. You simply let time do the heavy lifting. My $1,000 plan. If I had to start over today with exactly $1,000, here's what I would do. I would invest the money gradually instead of all at once. For example, I would invest $250 every month for the next 4 months. Why? Because it reduces the pressure of trying to perfectly time the market. This strategy is called dollar-cost averaging. You invest consistently, regardless of whether prices are up or down. Over time, this removes emotion from the process. And emotions are often the biggest enemy of successful investing. Automation changes everything. The secret isn't your first investment. It's your next one. And the one after that. Set up automatic contributions, even if it's only $50 or $100 per month. Because consistency beats intensity. Most people believe they need a large amount of money to build wealth, but what they actually need is time. Someone who invests a small amount consistently for decades often outperforms someone who waits for the perfect moment. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is today. Ignore the noise. Once you invest, you'll see headlines everywhere. Markets are crashing. This stock is exploding. Experts predict a recession. Ignore most of it. Short-term news exists to capture attention. Long-term investing creates wealth. The people who succeed aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who panic the least. Remember, volatility is normal. Fear is normal. What matters is staying consistent when everyone else is emotional. Increase your investing power. Your first $1,000 is important. but your future income matters even more. Learn valuable skills. Negotiate your salary. Start a side project. Build multiple income streams. Then invest the difference instead of increasing your lifestyle. The goal isn't just to invest more money. The goal is to create a system where investing becomes automatic. As your income grows, your investments grow too. That's how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. Let's keep this simple. If I had $1,000 and had to start from zero, I would build an emergency fund, invest in low-cost index funds, avoid high-interest debt, use dollar-cost averaging, automate my investments, focus on increasing my income, and think in decades, not days. No complicated strategies, no risky bets, just a simple system that works. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect time to invest. But wealth isn't built by waiting. It's built by starting. So here's my question for you. If you had $1,000 to invest today, what would you do with it? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more practical strategies on building wealth, investing, and financial freedom, subscribe and join the journey.